I'm Jason Carter. Physical optimization defines my life. The day I was born, doctors nearly killed me with medical malpractice. They said I'd never walk. I've been proving them wrong for 35 years. It's easier than you think to obtain super optimal health. I've devoted my life to it, and with my help, you can too. I'm Jason Carter, and this is ENZYMENTAL. And welcome to ENZYMENTAL. I'm Jason Carter, and today I wanted to talk to you about the ketogenic diet and fasting. So to really understand the ketogenic diet, it really helps to look at fasting, and any of you who have watched my videos know that I'm personally not a fan of intermittent fasting, but the health benefits of fasting did actually eventually lead doctors and other medical researchers to understand what we know of today as the ketogenic diet. In ancient times, fasting was used as a nutritional therapy for many conditions, including epilepsy. In the modern world, doctors and scientists have recognized fasting as extremely beneficial, striving to learn why it has these effects. As a starting point and a definite precursor to the ketogenic diet, these researchers began with the question of whether it's possible to access the benefits of fasting while still consuming calories. In 1921, Chicago endocrinologist Dr. Rollin Woodyat observed that fasting clears glucose from the bloodstream even with diabetics. He theorized that transitioning a diabetic's diet from carbs to fat would give a much-needed rest to the pancreas, just as fasting does. As his research continued, Woodyat discovered that even in his non-diabetic subjects, shifting their diet this way prompted their body to use fat as the primary fuel. At the same time, Mayo Clinic Dr. Russell Wilder also was researching fat as a way to utilize the process of fasting while still consuming calories. As I've told you before, when the body metabolizes fat, ketone bodies are produced, and these ketone bodies are then used as fuel. Wilder proposed that high levels of ketones in the blood, what would eventually be called ketosis, could be achieved by drastically minimizing carb intake and increasing fat consumption. Wilder implemented a fat-heavy, ketone-producing diet for his epileptic patients, eventually calling this regimen the name we all know today, the ketogenic diet. Wilder's research led to an immense popularity of the diet among patients with epilepsy, a popularity that would unfortunately be interrupted by the Great Depression and eventually overshadowed by the release of the phenobarbital derivative phenytoin, known commercially as Dilantin, which became the first anti-seizure pharmaceutical. I've told you that I'm personally not a fan of fasting as it increases levels of your primary stress hormone cortisol, which also prompts a rise in your fat-storing hormone insulin. I have a very fast metabolism, so because of this I actually need to eat every few hours while awake, so consuming heavy amounts of fat, which maintains long-term blood sugar balance, is indeed an ideal way to utilize the time-honored benefits of fasting while keeping cortisol and insulin in balance. Excess cortisol will also shut down any long-term hormones dealing with things like digestion and reproduction and tissue repair. Anything dealing with something you would think of as like a tomorrow hormone or a long-term hormone gets shut off when you have excess cortisol. So adopting the ketogenic diet is a really great way to actually utilize the benefits of fasting while keeping cortisol and insulin in balance. And so for today, guys, I just wanted you to understand how the ketogenic diet came about and the forces that set it in motion. It's actually been around for a very long time, as you now know, but the origins of it definitely lie in the long history of fasting. Thanks for watching. I'm Jason Carter, and I'll see you next time on ENZYMENTAL. Stay healthy.